welcome to episode 128 of It Was a Movie. This is Colin.
This is Niall.
And this was random movie 1595 on Metacritic's all-time movie list. It is Weapons from 2025. 128 minutes, directed by Zach Cregger, written by him as well, and produced by him. Budget 38 million. So far it's brought in 259.8 million globally. Acting cast: Josh Brolin, Thanos himself, Julie Garner, Alden Ehrenreich, Han Solo himself.
Yep.
Austin Abrams, Benedict Wong, Prime,
Fantastic.
Street Countdown. And Amy Madigan as Gladys and a bunch of kids.
Gladys. Fantastic.
OS. Metascore of 81 and user score of 7.2. So, critics like it, users slightly less. Must give a shout out to Larkin Seipel, who did the cinematography. I thought the cinematography
Fantastic,
was quite
wasn't it? A lot of
excellent.
follow camera, a lot of unusual low shots. Just lovely. Disconcerting, unsettling, beautifully done.
I read something where Zach Cregger said, I wanted to follow the cinematography of Prisoners from 2003. Remember that, with Jake Gyllenhaal and Hugh Jackman?
Yeah.
Like suburbia, normality, banality, but craziness going on around the edges.
It's a fantastic juxtaposition of happy family lives and meanwhile there's kids outside ripping a witch in half.
Spoiler.
Spoiler. Major spoiler.
Huge spoiler.
It's going to be hard to talk about this movie without spoiling the living shit out of it.
We spoil every movie, so...
That's our job. We ruin the movies for you.
We ruin movies for you. This had the same sort of hype as Long Legs. Do you feel that? And then I watched Long Legs and it sucked.
Yeah, but unlike Long Legs, this kind of lives up to its hype. In my head, anyway. I don't know about you, but I thoroughly enjoyed this. I thought the elements just come together very well. It's proper Stephen King-esque horror.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I felt that the suspense, leading up to the reveal, and then the reveal itself. The reveal itself is quite generic.
Yeah, it's almost tropey, but I'm at this point, I'm okay with it.
You're on board.
I'm on board, and after the reveal happens, how it resolves itself is not traditional. And there isn't a happy ending. I'm on board with that as well.
Yeah, you like that.
I'm a miserable fecker.
Yeah.
Nobody's
None of
happy.
the kids
Good,
would up.
Good.
Some of the
years
kids.
later, some of them actually started talking.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I think they added that in after a little test audience. They were just going to go, none of them spoke again, ever.
They're all cabbages.
They're all cabbages.
Movie's
the
over.
End. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did also like the way at the start of the movie, the kid narrating. I thought her voice was cool, quite innocent, quite clear, but it was just a nice tone to it. It was like, okay,
it is,
cool.
And it's kind of useful in that we don't see a lot of kids in this movie, considering what this movie's about. They feature very little in it, apart from the narration at the front end and the back end, and Alex, obviously.
And then Alex's little chapter, but he barely talks.
He just looks terrified the whole time, with some damn good reasons.
Yeah, I read the director wrote that section with him looking after his parents as a sort of horrible homage to him growing up with alcoholic parents and having to be their caretaker, basically.
Yep, have some soup, Daddy.
I had chicken soup for dinner today, just as an homage.
It's dripping down your face and onto your t-shirt, yeah.
That's the way I usually eat it. And then I woke up at 2:17 a.m. last night.
Yeah.
Throwing up. Black shit.
Oh, poor Wong.
That was a great part of the movie where
Wasn't
he just
it?
runs.
His eyes.
His eyes were weird.
It was so good.
What about in the initial part of the movie were you sort of annoyed with it being this sort of jump scare storytelling? Because we're both not too much of a fan of that genre.
I wasn't jump scared by it. It wasn't that scary. Actually, what did freak me out, I was watching it lights off in my little office, and my wife closed the door upstairs, and whatever it did with the pressure in the house, the door to my office popped open just as Gladys did a jump scare. I was like, "Rah!" More at the door than at Gladys.
I didn't know what was going on at the start because it was sort of like there's lots of Joker faces appearing.
Yeah,
It was Gladys.
I was almost not on board with it until Josh Brolin's reaction to his dream, when he wakes up and he goes, "What the fuck?" Ah! Which
Why
is the
were
correct
they?
response. I like that.
Why were they dreaming of her though? Is her magic so strong that it was seeping into Justine's and his dreams?
Sure. I have no idea.
Don't
I
care.
would hazard to guess that everybody in the entire town were experiencing this.
Yeah,
She's up to no good, Gladys.
in the neighborhood.
Yeah. So I love the division of this movie. How it's 4 stories, but all parallel, and until the last one, which ties them up. I think that's executed to perfection. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it's good the way they overlap in the scenes and you see it from both different characters.
Bit more information to each scene you've just seen a few minutes before, and it's like a sandwich, a horror sandwich.
The shit sandwich. Yeah, and I like the way like you kind of go. I was like at the start, I was going, okay, I've seen this scene, but then they skip quite largely when they're duplicating scenes, and
Why
there's
is
no
Wong
filler.
attacking people? I
Street
needed
Countdown.
information on that one.
That was crazy. I actually,
It was unexpected.
I know this is bad to say, but I'm not a big Benedict Wong fan, but I thought he was excellent.
Screw
in
you,
this.
hippie.
I know. Sorry.
You're never allowed to watch Street Countdown again.
I like him in Street Countdown. I don't like him in any of the Marvel movies.
What We Do in the Shadows, he had a very interesting little cameo
Don't think I saw that one.
where he played a necromancer, which kind of fits in here. And I love them watching him and the husband, or assuming it's the husband, sitting watching TV. The cordyceps pop up.
Right.
Lovely shout out, or a bit of a foreshadowing as to what was about to happen to the lads.
Yeah, there's two times because in the classroom they're doing parasites
Yeah.
as well. So there's a bit of a little thread.
There is a thread. It's fantastic.
This story is that 17 kids go missing at 2:17 at night, and they all are capped. The movie starts off with just a montage of them running to a George Harrison song, I think.
It's great, actually. Love it.
It's a great start.
Did you get the 217 reference?
No, what's that?
So, I've seen The Shining, and the scary room is 237. But in the book, the scary room is 217.
Damn.
Yeah, so that's the homage to Mr. King right there. A lot of people were assuming it was something to do with school shootings and votes for assault rifles and stuff like that. But the Mr. Director Head was like, "Nah, man, don't be looking too deep into this. It's just a nod to Mr. King."
Which he does later too, with the parents through the door.
It's great.
Here's mother.
Mommy. And there's loads of nods. Like even Gladys and the makeup she wears is very Pennywise the clown.
Yeah, it was a weird character. Scary
And
at the
the town
start,
itself
but then
actually reminds me of Derry in it.
it's a very normal town.
Nobody in
weird-
the sewers though.
No, well,
That we know.
who
of.
knows? I think they greenlit a sequel already.
Really?
Yeah, the kids will go disappearing at 2:18 in the sequel.
You're not shitting me, are you?
I don't know. No, there is a sequel greenlit though.
God damn it! How's Gladys coming back from that?
Oh yeah, yeah. I think it would just be another weird sort of
I know
mystery.
what it is. Alex knows how to do it now.
He's carrying on the mystery or the skills.
Yeah. Sweet. I wouldn't mind.
I think it's probably going to be a prequel where we figure out how Gladys got
The
to be
Adventures of
crazy
Gladys.
Gladys OS.
Oh, the cake is a lie, man.
Yeah. So as you said, the movie is structured into key characters, kind of like Game of Thrones books. If you read a Game of Thrones books, the name of the character is the name of the chapter, and we start off with Justine, right?
Yeah.
And Justine's the teacher who's the only one that's left behind, and she's admonished, and she's an alco, and nobody likes her, so she drinks.
Yeah, my original assumption that she was an alcoholic because of what she'd gone through with this and the paranoia around her. But no. Pre-alcoholic.
Yeah, I think she was buddy with Paul, the cop. They're both alcoholics in arms, and they are sort of problematic people.
They are. They don't work well together.
No.
They enable each other on the boozing front.
Yeah, so you like the way it's set up at the start with the sort of paranoia from the community against Justine and Justine's sort of reaction to it.
I love that. I love how the first bit of this movie feels very real, like not really that horror. Something horrible happens, and then there's a psychological element to it where Justine's trying to cope with it in the village, and the city are out to get her. Kind of, they don't trust her with reason because she's only one, and Alex that came out of an entire classroom, like 19 people. So, yeah, I like this. I like Josh Brolin's couple of seconds of reaction towards her.
I like the way it's shot because we don't focus on him. It's from the back.
There's a lot of that, isn't there? The back of the head. It's fantastic, and it allows the layering to happen. It doesn't give you too much, then fills in, and the way it shows scenes you've just watched. Somebody's sitting in their car watching somebody else's house, but you were watching them in the house. That's gorgeous.
It's clever.
Yeah.
I think the way it starts off as well, that we don't really know what's going on at the start, and Justine's having nightmares, and there's very sort of eerie cinematography looking down the corridor, and you're going, oh my God, are we going to get jump scared again?
There's a bit jump scaring, but it doesn't go heavy.
No, she wakes up from a nightmare and she's on the ceiling. Gladys is on the ceiling.
Yeah, it was a very normal nightmare, like a psychological sort of, I've gone through a trauma, this all makes sense. Then Gladys. Doesn't fit. Actually, that kind of got me. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, that was annoying to me.
Was it?
I just don't like having to look to the side of the TV knowing that something's going on.
I kind of found it funny because it was like half a Gladys.
I think it's a funny-ish movie.
It has, like, the jump scares are funny. Gladys, when she appears, is hilarious and terrifying at the same time.
The last 10 minutes are hilarious of the movie.
Yeah.
I think they're meant to be too.
Oh, yeah. And
sure.
It makes the movie a damn sight more enjoyable for that fact. I don't want to be wetting my pants every 10 seconds. I need some relief from it.
Sitting in puddle.
Yeah. I need some time to dry myself off.
Yes. So Justine's set up to be this pariah, I guess, and
witch,
exactly. She can't help herself, though. She can't help herself. There's also a little element as well that's brought in by Benedict Wong's character, whose name is
Mr.
Marcus. Marcus, that she's a little bit too familiar with her students, and that was an interesting little bit to put into the plot.
And he expands upon it later. No, it's Josh Brolin expands upon it with the cops later on. But she has been too familiar with students in the past, and she got fired from a previous job for similar reasons. Never anything insidious at all. In fact, she helps the kids too much, but it can lead to problems. And she's a booze monkey.
She's a booze monkey. Yeah, you don't give students drives home in a car.
No, you're not.
Just No. Uh, so yeah, but she chases down Alex's house then, and then that's another little mini jump scare when she's looking through the
Looking
window.
into the window and see the two parents sitting there. That is, I love that. I wasn't sure what to expect. To be honest, I didn't go. I did no research prior to watching this movie, and I'm happier for it. I liked being able to build up an idea what the movie is while watching it.
Yeah. Yeah, I was happy to stay away from spoilers. I think Red Letter Media did a video reviewing it, and I was just like, no, I'll wait. I'll come back to it, and I'll watch it after I watch the movie. So I'm
Yeah.
happy
By
I
the
did
way,
that.
if you don't want spoilers for the movie, you're too late.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so that's kind of Justine's introduction. So we kind of get her framed as a problematic character who's obviously
Okay.
struggling.
Well-meaning problematic character, for the most part, but she kind of screws over Paul, who's in the AA. We find out later, but she drags him to a bar.
Yeah,
Dick move.
yeah. She wants a little bit of companionship to get her through
But she's in a bad
the
place.
night.
She's completely alone, and everybody hates her.
Yeah, yeah. So Paul is this other character who's very well acted by Mr. Han Solo.
Isn't he?
I thought he was very good.
Yeah.
Put on a few pounds, I think, just to.
It took me a while to place him, actually.
Couldn't, yeah. I did not see Han Solo at all,
No.
which is good. But yeah, he has this sort of arc, which is very interesting as well, where he spends the night with Justine, and his wife finds out, and then he has this sort of
Have
cat
some
and mouse
vodka.
game, which has a cat and mouse game then with James, the sort of homeless druggie. That's another thing that's funny is when he constantly gets
Stabbed.
he gets stabbed in the finger and it'll whacks him in the face. That's funny. And then later on, he gets 3 needles to the face through the tent, which was hilarious.
Neither James nor Paul have a good time in this movie.
No, for sure. Yeah, it's not a good movie for them.
New or the Mr. and Mrs. Miller or Mr. and Mr. Miller couple with Wong and his husband.
Oh my
It doesn't
God.
end well for either of those guys either.
No, we get a little snippet of Alex's parents' life beforehand, and you can tell it's nicely orange and warm, the house, in those pre-Gladys visiting times, and then when she comes, it's just dark, grey, blue shadows.
Fantastically done though, isn't it? And the papering of the windows just adds almost a smell to it.
Yeah, Gladys is a piece of work.
She is, isn't she? I love her makeup though. Your 2 o'clock is here. Your 2 o'clock is here. Wait, what? Oh.
She reminded me of
seen you before, have you? I'd remember.
She reminded me of many, many characters all rolled into one, but I just really can't even think of one character that makes a part of her. I'd like to see what's inspired him in the visualness of her
definitely
character.
call back to Pennywise, but more than that. Maybe a bit of misery in there as well.
Yeah, for sure. Let's talk about Archer, the other protagonist, because Justine is a protagonist.
As is Josh Brolin's Archer. Daddy Goose, who sleeps in his son's bed for a month.
We see 1 second of his wife, and it's just like we know what that
household
Going to work.
Like.
Going to work.
Oh. Gets out of
and he's just fucking up his work as well. You got the
messed
wrong
up.
door.
You
What?
got the wrong
We got the wrong paint.
That comes in handy later, though.
What does he do with the paint later?
He paints Justine's car, which
I never even connected
the red paint.
Yeah.
Well, I can't use it in the door anymore. What'll I do?
We're not shown that, but yeah, clever people obviously make that assumption. I just figured he had the paint in his trunk.
Red paint, and then she had a big red freaking witch thing written on her car.
Witch.
They don't show Josh doing the deed, but I'm guessing kind of fits.
Yeah, and also one of the there's red paint dripping down one of them. It's like, duh. So, duh me.
But yeah, I
So,
like it. This is where it starts filling in little gaps. You see him watching the video of his kid running out the door, arms out like an airplane. I see him
yeah.
going to the cops. I like his interaction with the chief of police. Chief of police is trying to be, kid gloves on him. We're kind of sick of him at this point. But what I really like about Josh's character is he fills in the gaps himself. He kind of starts figuring out what's going on. He does what the cops didn't bloody do, which is triangulate where the kids were going. So he ran in that direction. I'll go over to those guys. He ran in that direction. 2 lines. Boom.
Yeah, he's got a radius. But then, like spoiler alert again, the kids are in the basement of Alex's house.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't they have gone in there? But obviously, yeah, we see later on that she makeups Alex's dad and brings them into the cop station and goes, he's had a stroke.
Yeah, that bit's unbelievable. But I'm okay with it.
It's fine. It's fine. It's not annoying.
No, it doesn't annoy me at all. It kind of makes me laugh, to be honest. He's just had a stroke. I'll talk for him.
I'm the aunt. Yeah, so Archer and Justine are investigating in their own way.
Yeah.
He's physically doing a lot. She's just being a bit nosy about her student, really. She's not really solving the mystery, I don't think.
I think she wants to know as well, though. And as soon as she goes to Alex's house, she's like, that ain't right. And she does call up Mr. Miller, Marcus Miller, and say, listen, that house ain't right. You need to send CPS.
Yeah.
So,
which, in fairness,
it's the right move. But she sits in the car and waits outside. And there's a scene later on, though, where somebody gets in the back of the car and cuts a bit of her hair off.
Snip.
Snip.
The mum.
That's great.
Yeah. There's a lot of just... It felt like an A24 movie. Just had all those weirdness to it.
Yeah.
In a good way.
I love weird when it's done right.
When it's done right, yeah. I think this is one of the first ones that we've watched that's new, that's been done right. I was really... I didn't look up what Long Legs was all about. I felt it was going to be like a Silence of the Lambs thing. People were saying it was Silence of the Lambs type vibes. And at the start, I was like, okay, this could be okay. But then it just turns into a full-on horror movie.
His legs aren't long enough.
Didn't really suit my style, my vibe.
No, I like this type of thing. Like, I think like yourself, I need my horror to be a bit off center, to mess with my head a little bit. Not so much the jump scares and to make me crap myself. I want it to make me think a little bit, and I want to feel uncomfortable. It's kind of like the real world. It's not really.
Yeah, like it's a little bit. Yeah, like the Twilight Zone type things where they're most effective when it's grounded mainly in reality, but with just a little bit
off switched. Yeah,
just a little bit. Yeah. So what do you think James, the hobo druggy character, brings to the thing? A bit of humor, a bit of weird humor.
Quite a lot of humor. Like his character, he's a horrible individual. Let's be honest, because he's an opportunity to resolve everything a lot quicker. But he only comes to the conclusion that he'll do that when he sees a reward sign. Right before that, he's trying to make some money. I think he's a necessary character in this movie to drag the story along.
Do you think it's when he goes into the house and spies them all? Is that a little turning point for the movie?
That was the scariest part of the movie for me.
Really?
Yeah, that when he sees the parents and he's like clicking his fingers in front and they don't do anything. And he's like, he starts putting stuff in his bag. That was freaking me out. Because in my head, there's a little voice going, get the fuck out of the house, you idiot! But he keeps working away. And then he goes into the basement and the kids turn around. That's freaky.
That's freaky.
That's super freaky. That's the freakiest bit in the whole movie.
Why did they turn around, though? They're all catatonic.
I don't know. Every now and then they do make like moves and stuff, so they're not completely dead. Like I remember Alex's dad says
True.
he says something to him, but once. So they're not fully
Yeah.
gone, but they're not. They're really not in there.
No, it's interesting. Well, it's a good moment, and whether they're just standing there in the basement is cool, but when they turn, that's even cooler.
Yeah,
So that
yeah.
freaks out James, our little drug buddy.
Poor guy.
Mm,
Yeah. So he still takes his bag and gets out of there. He makes sure he gets whatever his swag was
yeah,
off to the pawn shop, and that's where he looks up to the wall. Reward 50K. Ooh.
this is after he has been clocked by Paul after syringing him in the finger, and Paul's basically saying, "Don't come back to this area, you motherfucker."
I'm kind of with him on this, Paul. Have you anything sharp in your pockets? No. No needles that will stick me when I put my hands in there? No. Stick.
Asshole.
Yep. Yeah, while you should, as a cop, you probably shouldn't have punched him. Kind of had this coming, like, it's a needle. That's not something people like getting stuck with.
It's the one thing they basically have that warning in there.
Yeah.
You don't have a AIDS-filled needle, do you?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
and that's what he's asking him later on.
Yeah, that's the later on.
Yeah, I'm with Paul. Now, Paul's reaction's over the top because he's having a really bad time, and he's got a hangover. So
Big one.
Yeah.
For the first time in, 12 months or something, he said 9 months, I don't know.
Yeah, he'd been clean for a while. So he's annoyed, he's hungover. This guy's wrecking his head. Yeah, he gets clocked
Which
on
is fun.
camera.
Yeah. And then he plugs the camera out.
What's the point of this, lad? You've already done it.
Yeah. When we switched to, I think, James to Marcus, then actually at the end of Archer's thing, we see Marcus running at Justine at the petrol station.
Yeah.
His eyes are goggled. There's black, red blood on his face. He's running like the airplane kids, and it's very cool.
And the beautiful thing about it is, when it happens, I have no idea what the hell's going on. No other than he's doing something similar to the kids with his arms.
Yeah.
None of it makes sense. It's great.
Yeah.
And then it fills in little bits and pieces later on. Right after this, and we go into the next scene, we start to get what Gladys is. Up to this point, we know sod all.
Marcus's chapter is where we start basically knowing what's happening, and it's all about Gladys. She comes into the school to meet with Marcus, and she's like, "Oh, you haven't reported them yet, have you?"
Oh, you haven't? Oh, good. I need a bowl of water, if you don't mind.
What? Okay.
Okay, it's your bowl of water. Weirdo.
So this is when we find out the mechanics of what she's doing, and we pretty much, then that's what the movie's about. And it's at this point where I'm going, okay, this is very simple. This is basically a modern day witch story, like crossed with Pied Piper of Hamelin in a sense, and Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah, a little bit of blood magic, a little bit of Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah, I don't know. Like sometimes I wish for an amazing 10 out of 10 movie where the solution and the reveal is something crazier, a little bit more involved, but a little bit more detailed. But
there's only so many Fight Clubs in the world.
I was slightly disappointed that it ended up being a witch story. But it's good. But
as a witch story goes, though, Gladys delivers very well. What's her name now? Amy Madigan. She's
very good.
She's very good. She's got the right amount of sinister with a lot of comedy in it as well, though. So it's not a horror witch. It's a nice mix. And normally I'd be scared if you try to put this comedy at this late stage in a movie that hasn't been comedic. Not really. It would be awful. But it fits here. I don't know if this is the skill of the director or just pure luck. But it works. And she's great.
Yeah, I think the movie sets a perfect tone when you're sort of enjoying the scene where Marcus is headbutting his husband to death, and she's doing stuff in the background. You're kind of like giggling
I
to
know,
yourself.
I was also feeling terrible for Marcus and the husband, like, because they had a lovely little scene where they're watching TV earlier, and they're a bit weird and goofy, and they're wearing Mickey Mouse t-shirts, and they're they're, they're innocent almost.
Mm.
And then this extreme violence happens. Like, it's not a nice way to go out.
So a lot of stuff happens. Vomiting black stuff, then headbutts his face into a crater.
Yeah, and he just keeps at it until she goes with some more blonde hair.
Water.
Where did she get that from?
Snip, snip.
Snip, snip.
What? Airplane mode.
GPS engaged.
Yeah. I read that he wanted to copy the famous Vietnamese girl photo from the Vietnam War. That
wow.
sort of, that makes it a little bit more, ghastly. It's better to imagine it as airplane kids.
I prefer airplane kids, thanks very much.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's keep it at that. So the whole point is that she wraps people's belongings around a twig and
cuts herself.
Cuts herself.
That's the weapon, buddy.
That basically weaponizes the person to kill.
I love the little montage though of Wong's character running through the streets, and just it's very normal scenes, and there's Wong running through, blood all over him, eyes a goggle,
Very
and
good.
he's breathing heavy. But it goes on for a while, and I enjoy the length of the scene because he effectively runs the length of a city.
I think this director likes things like that, like abject horror, terror, juxtaposed with normal reality scenes. Like he does it at the end with Gladys running away from the kids. It's very good.
Yeah.
It's very good. That's when we figure out what the entire movie is about in that 10 seconds of
where you are at this point. Then we're back on ground we feel comfortable with. Maybe a little bit upset to be there, but the execution of this tropey ending actually is pretty well done. Had it be generic and not with interesting camera angles and the juxtaposition as you talked about, it might be a lot worse. It might ruin the movie.
Yeah, I think you're right there. I think it's just my disappointment at the whole mystery is gone at that stage. And it's a witch. But it's fine.
I didn't burn her. No.
Crock bags.
Yeah.
I do like the way then, though, Marcus's demise happens. It's just over the top gore.
It's unnecessary and unexpected as Josh's character's chasing him down the car.
Yeah. Smash.
At his face.
It's the only way you stop him. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very effective at stopping them. And as Justine finds out later on, there's not much that stops these lads.
No, hell no. Basically... It's funny.
What are you doing?
It's got a little bit of the Evil Dead around it.
It has, and I respect it for that.
Yeah. So we're finishing up the movie in the last quarter with basically Archer and Justine figuring out. Yeah, the line goes, "Oh, that's where Alex's house is." So we do have this. We have the reveal, obviously, of poor Alex's story throughout the entire movie. It's nasty. Basically, Gladys, within a couple of days, has zombified his parents. Within one day, probably.
And I'll get them to hurt each other. In fact, I'll get them to eat each other.
Yeah, she's so
grim. He's like, I'm listening. Yeah, okay. Stab.
Yeah, they just start forking themselves in the face. Take a big step back. Fork yourself in the face.
That makes more sense now in Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
He's a witch.
So I think the last 15 minutes is just great action.
Isn't it? Yeah, it really is. To be honest, as you said, it's what you come to expect from a movie like this. It's all horror now, but it's action horror with comedic elements.
Still comedic elements. The potato peeler, like you said, and the fact that because James and Paul at this stage are zombified in the house, due to them just going to that house the night before.
Don't break the salt line.
Yeah,
You're
true.
not going to
Don't
like
break
breaking the salt line.
The fact that they're just standing there, the parents, and there's a salt line is quite creepy as well. But again, he mixes comedy quite well because James just keeps popping up after Archer keeps hitting him down. It's like
Josh Brolin just throwing him at stuff.
Yeah.
And he just goes, nothing. Blah.
It keeps happening.
It is Evil Dead. A little bit.
It
really is. Like, because the quiet bit where he's been smashed against the wall by a rather large man, which is Josh Brolin, he just pops up again and goes, rah.
Yeah, it's good. So you've got parents chasing Alex because he steps over the salt line. You've got Paul versus Justine. You've got James versus Archer.
That felt unfair to me. Because, James is kind of weedy. He's got no muscle. But he still kind of messes up Josh a little bit. Whereas
yeah, he's zombified.
The cop goes after Justine. He's not a small guy either. So she did very good not to be very dead very quick.
Yeah, true. He didn't even die when she put the gun through his chin. Had to do it through the temple.
I know. And she's almost like, sorry, the potato peeler didn't work. Yeah, so almost zombie film like. You gotta go for the head, destroy the brain, as it wasn't Trevor McDonald said.
Trevor McDonald?
No, it was a different newsreader in Shaun of the Dead.
Oh yeah, right.
Don't remember his name.
Yeah, so you have this. So basically, it's a classic tension-filled climax because you have Alex. He's going to die or be killed by his parents if he doesn't sort out the. And he's very clever. He takes a stick from the weird plant that Gladys has and has her hair. How did he get her hair again? Oh, from the wig.
From the wig. Yeah, it just had to be a possession. Didn't have to be anything else.
Yeah, wrapped it around.
And he's quite smart in how he eludes his parents and give himself enough time to do this.
Many, many doors up there on the second floor.
Thankfully.
And they do many, many shining homages.
Here's mommy.
It's very good. Yeah, and also he has a camera angle going upwards to the face coming through, not just full on like Kubrick did, just to change it up a bit.
Yeah. But it is good. And even when the kids are sent out as weapons against the witch, there is still that time element. Is he going to survive? Are the two guys going to survive downstairs? Because at this point, Josh has been zombified and he's currently choking out Justine.
How did she zombify Archer?
Archer goes downstairs to look for his son.
Yeah.
And he's looking
and she's down there.
Around, and she goes, fantastic.
Hello, Joe.
It's a fantastic little. It wasn't really a jump scare to me anyway.
No, I was expecting it.
Yeah.
At this stage. Well, at this stage, I knew it wasn't a crazy, silly horror movie, and any jump scare will be her.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a demon with 20 eyeballs.
5 nipples. I don't know.
On their face.
Yeah.
But yes.
This is it. This is where it ends. Rather
it's fun. It's
graphically funny. For Gladys. I love the chase scene. The chase scene is
great.
Fantastic.
She's running through jumping through windows.
She runs opening doors, going through people's houses, trying to escape, screaming, "Oh, fuck, I'm dead."
Fracking hell.
She knows she's screwed because she's done
Their
this
weapons.
Obviously a few times before. And yeah, they eventually run her down and one kid gets hold of her. That's it. One kid
yoinks
holds her down and then another 16 arrive and start tearing and chomping and doing mean things to her.
Her head pretty much just gets
they rip off the top
apart.
of her head.
I thought when she died, then the kids would just look down and go, "What the fuck?"
No, and I'm glad that doesn't happen. I was happy that they're still messed up.
They're pretty much, yeah, they were under the spell for too long. I'm thinking that's the theory behind it, because Josh Archer
He
was under the spell
mostly
for a
out of it straight
second.
away. Yeah, he's only
Yeah,
in for a few minutes.
a few minutes.
Paul and James might have survived had they not had their heads blown off.
True.
Get the
True.
potato peeler back.
How did James die again?
Justine comes over and saves Archer. He's they're at the top of the stairs.
That's right. Yes, yes, yes.
Bop.
He doesn't even, when he's strangling her because he's zombified, and then Gladys dies, he doesn't even say, "Are you okay?" He just runs after his kid. But I guess that's
Fair enough. Like,
fair enough. Yeah.
he kind of just pushes her out of the way. Fuck.
See you later.
So yeah, good job to do here. And that's it. Finn, job done.
Yeah. Aftermath isn't clean. That's what you like.
Yeah, and then we have the little the outro where the narrator speaks again and gives us a little bit of an update. Alex doesn't have parents because they're in a home.
Forever.
Yep, and some of the kids do eventually have some version of a recovery.
That's what the narration fixes in post-edit, basically.
Yep. The end. Finn. Misery.
Yeah. I'm guessing a lot of the normal people that didn't get affected will probably be affected mentally, scarred. Like Justine probably is on the bottle again.
And the people who own the house where 17 kids ran through and ripped an old lady apart.
On their garden.
Yeah, I'd be moving.
Yeah, I might move to Derry, Maine.
Hey! Well, this guy's got a nice red balloon. Let's go there.
We all float down here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wonder if we had that narrator come in during the movie as they introduced the character. I wonder would that be cool. I'm trying to think, because I really liked her voice and the way she had this innocent sort of narration over. Like if when that title came up, it'd be like Alex, blah 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 blah.
No. I'm going to disagree with that idea. I'm going to say what's seldom in this case is better. Don't overuse something that's effective. I think it worked really well, the book and the movie.
Does anything feel underexplored at all? It's 2 hours.
It is 2 hours. I don't feel like there is. I like the layering and how it's done and how it exposes stuff. Now, when it all comes together, it kind of comes together maybe a little bit too quick for me, maybe. So maybe it's over-explored. Because it snaps together very quick in Marcus's segment.
Yeah, we get the reveal quick, and then the movie is totally different from then on. We know, and we get tons of revealing, because I think Alex's section comes up.
That just covers everything. Yeah,
it covers everything.
Yeah, just
I'm sick, says Gladys.
For yourself.
Yeah, Gladys is sick, and she needs to use black magic, witch magic, to not be sick. She runs very fast.
She does. She does. She stayed ahead of those kids for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I think everything's pretty hunky dory. I like the way that Paul's character, he's dead. He's dead. Paul's dead, baby. I just like the way there's a little bit of tension with his father-in-law, the police chief. I just like that little bit of tension at the end during his arc. It doesn't have anything really to do with it, but it adds to his chaos.
It adds to his mental state, which isn't in a great place. And none of the main 5, apart from Marcus, he's the only one in a good state to a point. That he's not in a good state.
Yeah. Poor Marcus, his arc just gets disintegrated, exploded into zombie.
Yeah, he's having a good time.
His arc's going, yeah.
Okay, some bad shit happened in school, but I'm on top of it. I'm a zombie now. Black vomit.
Smash my husband's head in.
Go for a little run.
Like an airplane. Did you grade the things? So let me see. Let's have a look at plot then.
Plot's an interesting one.
Non-linear, multi-perspective narrative.
I love the construction of it. I don't
Yes.
know if I'm going to put into plot or production. I'm going to put in plot. I'm going to give it 4 for that.
Okay.
I like the layered approach.
Yes. I wonder, as I've said, that Gladys reveal is then the movie goes in that direction. That's all it
It
can go
veers
into
quickly.
then.
Yeah, there's nothing else you can do at that point.
Yeah. I'm going to do 3.75 just because he didn't have a smarter reveal.
It's like every Stephen King book I've ever read, the ending's always a slight disappointment.
Yeah, the mystery is better than the actual reveal. Yeah.
Yeah. Up to the point where everything becomes
Yeah.
clear, and you're like, this is amazing. Oh,
Yeah, you build up the mystery, and it's so good,
Ooh.
so brilliant. Yeah, exactly. And then it just happens, and you're disappointed. Like I wasn't crazy disappointed. I was just like, okay, it's a witch.
Fair enough.
I think everybody's great for acting. I'm going to give it 4 for acting.
Yeah, I'm gonna join you on the 4. Like
Josh Brolin, great.
Yeah, Julia Garner is fantastic as a messed up individual. Alden, I'm not going to say his second name because I can't. He's
Ehrenreich.
great. He's really good.
Yeah, he's very good.
And I love Gladys.
Amy Madigan's very good as Gladys. You know who she is? She's Kevin Costner's wife in Field of Dreams.
Oh, yeah. What did Kevin Costner do to turn into a witch?
That's the prequel.
And I liked Wong. I'm just going to say it. I love Wong in this. He's fantastic.
You love Wong. No, he's very good in this, and I will hold my hands up to do that, to say that. Soundbrackett's track, it's quite a creepy little incidental soundtrack, and I quite enjoy it. I can't think of anything that stands out in my mind, but it's there and it helps.
Wrenching pieces of music that are unsettling in this as well. So the sound is more than capable. I'm gonna go with a 3.75 for this. It's really good.
Yeah, I'm 3.25, and then I'll give production 4 because I liked it.
Camera shots are just fantastic. The cuts,
Larkin Siepel's cinematography. Yeah,
it's basically an example of how you should cut a horror movie, how you should cut a psychological thriller. It's chef's kiss, and some of the scenes are just amazing. Like where we're following Justine several times around a liquor store. I love that, and then it sort of the second time we go in there, and then the third time we do it, it's just yes.
I like the second time. I think it's the second time she goes in. She's followed by Paul's wife.
Yeah,
and you just see her in the background a little bit, but
she's coming in and out of shot, and you know she's in trouble. She doesn't know she's in trouble.
And she's dressed in red, and that's a perfect choice because your eyes just back there following this little
angry
incidental
woman going towards her.
I didn't know how weird this movie was going to be. I thought when she poured vodka on her, she was just going to set her alight, and that would be the end of Justine.
No, I'm glad that didn't happen. I could see how it would happen, but I'm glad that doesn't happen because then we wouldn't have the petrol stations.
A movie, yeah.
Wong and
what are you giving? What are you giving production? 4, 2, 5?
4. Very good.
Yes. Zachary Barnes in the Wall Street Journal didn't really like it. He says he gave it 50. He said, once Mr. Cregger, the director, starts to let loose his revelations, though, disappointment creeps in and the scale and soul of the film shrink before our eyes. It's quite a nice way of putting it. It's impossible to say how without getting into spoilers, but the movie's potential richness, kept in play by its ever-circling narrative style, is finally brought crashing to the ground by its denouement. Malheureusement. But majority of people love it. Rodrigo Perez in the playlist gave it 100. Actually, no, it's too long. I'm going to do Phil in Timeout. He gave it 100. There'll be moans from horror heads that it's not scary throughout, but in deepening his exploration of family life in the burbs, Cregger sharpens his twisted scares to a dagger point, and the frights, when they come, really land. I think once the first third of the movie is over, there isn't really no more frights.
I did not find this a scary movie, and I'm a coward. I hate particularly scary movies. I don't like being jump scared over and over again. You don't get that of this. I wasn't that, I wasn't scared to look at the screen.
Sometimes I was at the start. I'm just happy it didn't turn into a jump scare movie.
Me too.
I hate them. Oh, things jump out. He actually uses it against us. He has scenes where Justine's looking down the corridor, as I mentioned earlier, and nothing happens.
Yep,
and then she flops into bed and she's on the ceiling.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. It's kind of humorous. It's as you said, it's a weapon used against us.
And on that note, let's snap the twig of this episode.
You can bleed on the twig. I'm not.
I'll bleed on the twig, and I don't have any hair though, so
we can find somebody else with hair.
Yeah, we'll bleed on to the next episode so we can hunt it down the next episode, and we get there fast.
Nice.
Yeah, amazing. Great. The great way we tie up these fucking episodes. Anyway, as we are wont to do now, we will not say what movie's coming up next. We'll just say we hope you'll join us and click like and whatever platform you're listening to us on. Leave comments and like and say hello and whatever. And we'll see you on the next episode, which I believe is 129. Bye-bye.
Cheerio.